Hi guys, welcome to Trisha's house. Hopefully you're a subscriber, and if you're not, what are you waiting on? But anyway, tonight's supper, guess what we're going to have? Pinto beans, cornbread, and Crown weenies. Yeah, that good old stuff. Anyway, I'm fixing to clean these, put them in my... This is not Instapot, and I know this thing's been used and used. And you're like, oh no, it's all scratched. Yeah, I know it. Anyway, this is the Pyrex sale. But it's the same thing as an Instapot. But that's where we're going to cook them in, so we can have beans instead of an all-day thing like we used to do back in the day when I grew up. And it took all day to cook them. Well, we're going to cook them with probably an hour 15 minutes. Okay? Alright, see you here in a minute. Okay. We're wanting around 2.5 pounds of beans, so I'm going to measure this. Okay, that's a Temu scale. Love it. We're going to tear it out. There we go. Now we're going to measure. Well, I'm going to get my beans here. If I'm thinking right, it should be around the 4-cup mark, but I don't know. So I'm measuring. I don't think it's actually on the scale, is it? But I'm going to have to scoot it. Just come off the scale. Hold on, I'm trying to hold the thing here. Okay, I need to add more. Because, you know, I'm going to fix extra. So that way we can have it for chili or a bean salad, whatever. You know, just have leftovers. Okay, before we wash, we're going to see if there's any rocks in them. Because there's going to be rocks and debris in some beans if you do the bought beans, okay? This one didn't look too hotly. I'm going into the side. So we're going to clean the beans. The kids can help do this too. Okay. Now you probably do it a different way. It looks like a rock. See that? Whoop. So we're going to throw that to the side. We don't want to eat no rock. And if it wasn't a rock, it looked like it. That don't look too good either, so we'll get rid of it. But yeah, you can have the kids to help to do this, and they'll be like, think it's fine. And so you get the kids on helping with doing this. Just tell them what to look for. You know what I mean? My daughter used to sit on the counter when she was little. We'd make a song out of it. I can't remember the song now, but we'd sing, and she just thought it was the grandest thing to help do these beans when she'd sit on the counter when she was like 2, 3, 4 years old. And she'd help me count them, and go through them. And then, like I said, we'd sing that song, and she thought it was the grandest. And it was, because it was special time, so. And, you know, you may have a different way of cleaning your beans or going through them, and that's fine. You do them your way, however you want to do it. Everybody's got their own unique way. If you don't like how a bean looks, then take it out. It don't have to be a rock, but if you just say, I don't like it, then throw it out. And just get rid of it. You don't have to eat the ones that don't look half right. You know what I mean? We're just looking for rocks and debris or stuff like that, because we don't want to eat no rocks, chip nobody's teeth, or have no belly aches, because it ain't gonna be fun. Then the beans ain't gonna be too good after you do all that. So we about got them going through, and this way it's just easier, because once you do that, you can kind of see if there's a rock or not when you do that. See, because through my hands, I can't go through them like that. I can't see the rocks good enough. So if I do them this way, they just kind of go out with the beans, and you can see it. So, but like I said, you do it your way, however you want to do it. Whatever works for you and your family. But this one, I do this way. I've done it this way ever since I've been a young girl, so. And it's worked, so now we're going to wash them. Wash them good and start cooking them. Now we're going to wash them and clean them before we cook them. Of course, I use a strainer, so that way it's already going through it. Hope it's not too loud on you. That was a big old fly. Good gosh. I think that's one of April's gigantic skeeters or flies. I don't know what that was. That probably could have been on that movie. Oh, what was it? Where they fly on them horse looking things. Kind of like that. I hope this ain't too loud. Please turn it down. Gotta wash all that dirt, because you know these come to the ground, they're touching the ground, so we'll have dirt stuff on them. Just give them a good wash. Okay. Give them a good wash, and then we're gonna put them in our pot. Yes. I'll be right back and get the pot. Alright, we'll pour beans in. Pour beans in. Then we're going to add our leftover bacon grease. Okay, see that grease? That's what we're using for the beans. Gives them that good flavor. But if you've got health problems and you can't do that, then don't. Okay? Just don't use it if you can't. You use whatever oils you can use. Alright? You use what you can use. Then I'll show you here in a minute. There's that big old fly, I'm telling you. Let me get the salt. Hold on. So this is what, 2 pounds of beans or whatever. Right. There's 1 tablespoon. I'll probably add 2. We're right at 2. Okay. Now, I'll show you down in there. See, we got the salt, the fat, and the beans. And the water, as you see, is just what? About 1 inch, a little over 1 inch above the beans. Now, we'll have to check on that because we may have to add more water to them during the cooking process. You just have to wait and see. Okay? All right, we'll be back to show you some more. We got to start putting these on. Now, here they are in the Pyrex cell. Fixing to put the lid on. We're fixing to cook these babies and have us some good old dinner. Oh, yeah. Let's get this thing situated. Nope, it's the wrong way. Wrong way. My husband marked it for me, so that way I can tell the seal because it rubbed off after using it so much. Hold on. Hold on. I got that thing in there. Yeah, I do. Alright, now, we want it locked. Okay, that's another thing. If you things rub off, just paint it for something. I'd have probably done another color, but hey, it works. There you go. Now, we're going to set it. I hope it ain't unplugged. Is it? And it's unplugged. Hold on. Alright, we're going to set it. We're going to add time to it for an hour. It'll count down or start here in a minute when it gets steamed. So we'll be back. Alright guys, we're at around the 40-minute mark. So I opened them up, checked them. They needed some water, so I've added around 3 cups. I'd say around 3 cups. But we'll just check it from here, give it a few more minutes. So we're going to have some beans. Okay guys, now we're going to make our little hoe cakes. So there's self-rising cornmeal, self-rising flour. Now tonight is not a low-carb thing. No, buddy. It's not between the beans and this, no. Anyway, I've already got like a cup of the cornmeal in here. And so I got these little scoops off Temu. Of course, I got the containers off Temu, and there's the other scoop. But one of these scoops, if you do the scoop, let me back up. If you do the scoops around something like that, that's about a half a cup. So 2 of these is around a cup. So we're wanting about a half or a little less to our 1 cup of cornmeal. Okay? We'll do this dose of extra measure. Then I also put mayonnaise and milk, but we're not going to put that until we're actually ready for it, because if I mix it now, it's just going to fluff up real high. We don't want to do that right now. We're going to wait on that. So we'll be doing this when the beans are more ready to eat. All right, now we got our boiling again. We're going to put it back onto where it's, oh my gosh, you know what I'm talking about. Put the thing on where it starts getting pressure again. All right, now we're going to add the lid back so it can get pressure, and add a few more minutes and it should be ready to eat. Okay, we're quick releasing. We're going to see what that looks like. And we're going to cook them down a little bit with the lid off so they can thicken up that juice. Okay, this is what it looks like after cooking the 43 minutes and another about 30 minutes. So I don't have enough juice really to make a thick juice, so I'm going to add more water and let that just kind of cook. And it should make a good thick a thickness to the juice for our beans. Now for our liking, you know, at first we did a tablespoon and probably 3/4 of a tablespoon. Well, I went ahead and added another teaspoon. So that's the way we like them salted. So, you know, you all can do less or more. But I'm just telling you kind of what you can do to make them taste really good. Okay, we're going to watch this bubble and get thick. We've got our kraut and weenies going. Oh, that is so good. I love that ever since I was a kid. So, and I found some leftover corn in the fridge, so we'll have that. Then we're fixing to fry our cornbread. Okay, I added 5 more minutes on the timer. I put them back under pressure for 5 more minutes because I tasted like 10 beans. They were all fine. They were soft, but there was one, so I was like, no, I don't want anything like that. So I went ahead and pressured them for 5 more minutes. Now I'm bringing them up to boil to thicken that juice. Look at it. It's thickening. While the beans are thickening up the juice, we're going to start the cornbread. Okay, I added some milk to it, so now I'm just stirring it. Of course, I can't really stir it with my left hand, but we'll probably add some more milk to it. So it's just your cornmeal, your flour, some mayonnaise, and milk. Okay, this is the consistency that I like. Okay, see it? And I'm going to scoop it out with some ice cream scoop into the pan. We're going to heat up the oil, probably about a medium. See, the bean juice is getting thicker. That's what we want, or that's how we like them. Look at that. Sometimes I just like to eat bean juice. I turned it down to, look at all that, all that oil just popped out. Turned it down to 3 on my stove because it was just getting too hot, too quick, too fast. And I wanted the inside done as well as the outside. And I also use vegetable oil. I didn't use the avocado on this, no, or olive oil. I just don't think that would have tasted too good. But they're coming along looking good, all golden brown. You know it's going to be good. So what are y'all cooking tonight? See, the beans are exactly the where I want them. Just took a few minutes. Because look at that juice. Oh, yes, it's going to be so good. And the longer you let the beans set to cool, they get thicker. Okay. Oh. So here's the hoe cakes. That cup of cornmeal, half a cup of flour, and mayonnaise and milk. It made about 6, about the size of my hand. Here's dinner. Oh, don't that look good? And here's the beans, which we'll be adding the cornbread to. Now tell me if that ain't a good meal. Now it's not low carb, but I added bacon grease to the kraut and weenies. Y'all come back to Trish's house. Fix it. Love you. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe. Oh, and here's the thing of beans with cornbread in it, or the hoe cakes. Tell me that ain't good. Oh, this is my bowl. Oh, mercies.